Manchester United is going through a turbulent period under manager Ruben Amorim, with one of the main points of attention being the conflict between the Portuguese coach and Marcus Rashford. After a series of games where Rashford was excluded from the lineup, he continued to be the target of blunt criticism from Amorim. This has sparked much debate within the team and among the club's legends. Since the 2-1 win against Man City at Etihad last December, Rashford has not been used by Amorim. The main reason lies not in his technical performance but in his attitude. Rashford's improper behavior in training and his desire to leave have caused dissatisfaction for Amorim. As a result, Rashford has been completely absent from MU's matches ever since. After the recent 1-0 win over Fulham, Ruben Amorim made shocking statements about Rashford. He declared, "If things don't change, I won't change. The situation is the same with any player. If they don't show full commitment, I can't use them. You can see our bench today is lacking speed, but I would rather have goalkeeper coach Jorge Vital sitting on the bench than choose a player who doesn't give his all every day." This statement quickly sparked a wave of debate. Some support Amorim's firmness, while others argue that publicly criticizing a player in the media is unnecessary. Former MU player, Lee Sharp, fully agrees with Amorim's handling of the situation. He believes this is how a coach sets standards for discipline and team spirit. "I agree with Amorim. In the past, some coaches have been too lenient with players even when they performed poorly. But Amorim came in and set clear standards. You can't train at a 6 out of 10 level and expect to perform at 10 out of 10 on match day. If Rashford isn't serious in training, he doesn't deserve to play." I honestly find it funny when Amorim said he would rather have Vital on the bench than Rashford. That's how you build discipline within a team. However, not everyone agrees with Amorim's approach. MU legend Rio Ferdinand has a completely different perspective. According to Ferdinand, publicly criticizing Rashford in the media is unprofessional and could harm the player's morale. He even stated, "If I were Rashford, I would sue Amorim." If Amorim is not telling the truth, Rashford should definitely stand up for himself in the media. The issue lies in how Amorim has handled this situation. On one hand, the Portuguese coach wants to establish discipline within the team and get rid of players lacking commitment. On the other hand, publicly criticizing a star player like Rashford could have negative consequences, not only for the individual but also for team unity in the locker room. MU is in the process of rebuilding under Amorim, and how he manages Rashford will set an important precedent for future decisions. If Rashford is truly no longer compatible with Amorim's philosophy, selling him before the winter transfer window closes on February 3 might be the best option for both sides. However, the question remains, will this firm handling lead to a fractured MU locker room? And more importantly, is this the end of Rashford's career at Old Trafford? Real Madrid has accepted defeat in their attempt to sign Trent Alexander-Arnold, the Liverpool star, after the Spanish club gave up hope of securing a deal for the right-back this winter transfer window. Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of 3 Liverpool players, along with Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk, whose contracts are set to expire next summer. Real Madrid had attempted to bring the player to the Bernabeu as early as January. However, according to sources from Spain, Real Madrid was unable to complete the deal during the January transfer window and will have to wait until the summer to make their move, although Alexander-Arnold is now free to negotiate with foreign clubs. He remains an important part of Liverpool, the club he has been with since his youth academy days. However, in the Champions League match against Real Madrid last November, Alexander-Arnold was only a substitute and did not play. Liverpool is currently topping the Champions League and Premier League standings, while Real Madrid finished the group stage in 11th place and will have to go through the playoff round. Dani Carvajal's injury is one of the reasons Real Madrid has been eager to sign Alexander-Arnold, but for now, coach Carlo Ancelotti's team must wait, as a summer deal is seen as a more realistic option. Marca, Spain, reports that Real Madrid will not make any transfers in the January window, either in terms of buying or selling players. Although the club has had quiet transfer windows in recent years, last summer saw a more active period, with the successful signings of Kylian Mbappé and Endrick without spending too much money. Nevertheless, Real Madrid is still said to be interested in acquiring Alexander-Arnold, who is a teammate of Jude Bellingham in the England national team. However, according to Marca, the decision not to make any additions this January means they will continue with their current right-back options, including Lucas Vazquez, Fede Valverde, and Raul Asensio. Despite not being in his best form this season, Trent Alexander-Arnold has played a key role in Liverpool's success in both the Premier League and Champions League. Liverpool's manager, Arne Slot, has defended the player, stating that Alexander-Arnold's less-than-ideal performances at times are sometimes due to a lack of support from teammates. While his form has dipped slightly, Alexander-Arnold still has the trust of his manager and will continue to be an integral part of the team in the upcoming months. Currently sitting 12th in the Premier League table, Manchester United is facing a challenging season. The only hope for the Red Devils to return to the Champions League next season lies in winning the Europa League this year. If they clinch the title, manager Ruben Amorim and his team will secure a spot in the Champions League, a feat that the Premier League seems unlikely to provide this season. History may be repeating itself under the second Portuguese manager to lead MU, after José Mourinho in 2017. At that time, Mourinho realized that making it into the Premier League's top four was nearly impossible, so he prioritized the Europa League. This decision not only helped MU secure a Champions League spot but also showcased Mourinho's strategic foresight. Although MU finished that season in 6th place, 7 points behind the top four, their 2-0 victory over Ajax in the Europa League final earned them a return to Europe's most prestigious competition. Mourinho's decision to focus on the Europa League proved to be the safest route, and Ruben Amorim may need to follow in his fellow countrymen's footsteps in the current context. MU is currently struggling in the Premier League. Sitting in 12th place and trailing the top four by 12 points, Amorim's team has yet to break free from their crisis. In particular, a weak defense, with 32 goals conceded in 23 matches, and a poor attack, having scored only 28 goals, have left MU in a state of stagnation. However, in the Europa League, MU remains unbeaten. This is the competition where they may find the opportunity for recovery, the only chance to salvage their season. The team is currently 4th in the Europa League group with 15 points, and a draw against FCSB will guarantee progression to the round of 16 without the need for a playoff. However, the Europa League this year is not as attractive as it once was. The absence of teams dropping down from the Champions League to compete in the Europa League knockouts has made the competition less intense. Nevertheless, for a big club like MU, winning the Europa League remains a crucial goal, not only to secure a Champions League spot but also to maintain the club's prestige and finances. Amorim is under significant pressure to deliver a trophy in his first season, and the Europa League presents the clearest opportunity. With weaker opponents compared to previous seasons, there is no reason why MU can't make it to Bilbao on May 21st and lift the cup, despite the team's inconsistent form, given the financial challenges facing MU, with chairman Sir Jim Ratcliffe needing to cut costs and raise ticket prices. Securing a Champions League spot through the Europa League becomes crucial not just for reputation but also for financial stability. Amorim's decision will directly impact the club's future, and there is no other option but to win the Europa League. History has shown that Mourinho was right to prioritize the Europa League, and perhaps Amorim will need to follow in his compatriots' footsteps if he wants to bring hope to MU for next season. This is not only the only route to rescue the current campaign but also an opportunity for the club to return to bigger challenges in the Champions League.